A state police officer is being called a hero this morning.
It is all because of what he did on a very busy highway outside of Albuquerque. Check out this dash cam video you're about to see. It happened last Thursday. Officer Justin Davis had pulled someone over on Highway 550 near Cuba when David Montoya, who is 92 years old and still driving, asked how to get to Albuquerque. Officer Davis told him. Montoya took off, but then the officer saw a problem. Montoya was driving in the wrong lane and about to cause a head-on crash. So the officer went after him. He got Montoya to actually rear-end the squad car to help stop him. All of this while cars were coming right for them.
You were going in the wrong lane. You were going south in the northbound lane. I thought you said this way. You're right, but you were supposed to be over there. You almost got into a couple of head-on crashes. Bad luck today. You had bad luck.
Wow. Officer Davis did not ticket Montoya, but did advise him to stop driving, and we haven't heard if that has actually happened. We're expected to learn more today about the suspected heroin dealer accused of ramming an SUV into a state police car. It happened yesterday around 4 in the afternoon in northwest Albuquerque on 14th and Marble. Officers say that a narcotics officer tried to arrest two suspects when one jumped into the SUV and crashed into the cruiser. Both were arrested. Police say they confiscated a lot of heroin.
A guy with a history of breaking into homes and businesses in Albuquerque is now headed to federal prison. Marty Havens got 5 years yesterday because he was a felon with a gun. Police caught him with it back in 2011. They say Havens was passed out in a stolen car, then led him on a chase and pulled out a loaded handgun. At the time, Havens was wanted as one of the city's top 5 people for property crimes. What is like the scene out of one of those movies, The Fast and the Furious? You've seen them?
Yeah, a stolen car from a dealership in Santa Fe ends up inside another business. Take a look at this. Sheriff deputies found this car crashed into a consignment shop on Cerrillos Road early yesterday. They say it's one of the 5 stolen vehicles from sometime overnight Monday from the Sierra Santa Fe Buick GMC lot just a few blocks away. Police got into a chase with one of those cars on I-25 that night, and whoever was in it crashed it and took off.
We're trying to determine exactly how the theft occurred and if it's possible that there's a master key that somebody had.
Now, investigators haven't arrested anyone involved just yet, and right now they don't even know how many people are involved in exactly in stealing these cars. Taking the law into his own hands.
That's what one guy in Albuquerque did when he shot a man who was breaking into his home, and now we have the 911 call of all of this, including the gunshots. This happened about 2 weeks ago. There's an apartment near Central and Eubank. The man who lives there says he saw 2 people staking out his place, and a little later they tried to break in, so he grabbed the gun and he called 911.
I gotta go. He's coming.
Okay, sir. I need you to stay on the line with me so I can get information. Okay? Are they in the front? Where are they trying to come?
All right, that man ended up shooting this young man, Derek Medina, in the stomach. He went to the hospital later that day. That's where police later arrested him. The man who shot Medina is not facing any charges right now. Well, he was shot twice and is still in the hospital.
But any time now, this man from Roswell could face criminal charges. He's accused of trying to rape a pregnant woman in front of her 3-year-old daughter. Laurel Stells is neighbors with that woman. That's him right there. On Sunday, sheriff deputies say he made sexual advances towards her. When she told him no, deputies say Stell pushed her down. That's when they say the woman grabbed her daughter and ran to the landlord's place. Investigators say Stell followed her, forced his way inside, and started punching the woman. But get this, deputies say that the landlord, who is 87 years old, grabbed a gun and shot Stell twice.
Taking action with a handgun may have prevented a possible murder. Maybe the murder of both of them. We don't know.
The landlord didn't want to talk about what happened, but says he used to be a sheriff's deputy.
Remember that house on Lexington here in Albuquerque that was supposed to be demolished yesterday? Well, it wasn't. The city gave the owner of the land one more day to get his stuff out. You might remember this house burned down twice recently. An elderly woman's body was found inside after one of the fires. Again, the house should be destroyed today. Well, the firefighter in Rio Rancho accused of stealing money from a kids' charity will not face criminal charges, and he's going to get to keep his job. Investigators say Ricardo Padilla here stole $1,200 from Rumble in the Rio. It's a charity boxing contest between police and firefighters. It's where money that they've raised goes to buy bikes for kids. Well, Rio Rancho Police Chief says the investigation is over. Padilla was disciplined and that he is still working with the fire department. Again, no criminal charges filed here. Padilla, we hear, did pay the money back.
The suspect in a double shooting in northwest Albuquerque is in jail this morning. 21-year-old Ryan Bunker is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and child abuse. Officers say he went to a home near 4th and Montano several times early Wednesday looking for someone. At one point, they say Bunker and 2 other men allegedly threatened to, quote, blast a 15-year-old. That teen told police the group then beat up his friends. Then neighbors reported hearing gunshots. 2 men showed up at local hospitals with gunshot wounds. Both are expected to survive.